we've got a rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you got to think this will be a little contentious. Glad to have you with us from Aggie Memorial Stadium in Las Cruces, New Mexico, home to the Aggies of New Mexico State. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the New Mexico State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Lobos will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the New Mexico State Aggies offense will have the first possession of the game. The last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They boot it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the New Mexico Lobos offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Pouncey. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll ride the hot hand.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Lobos really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. He splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. He'll start this drive firing. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move there. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's down. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. To the sideline, and he's able to tiptoe his way to a 1st down. And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Oh, it's a reverse. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
3rd down coming up.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Spins away from the defender. They got him on the ground, but not before he gives New Mexico State a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense set for a 1st down play. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Lets it fly. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. And the Lobos buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 1st and 10 from their own 17. They'll move the tight end. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's past the 30. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Lobos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the back. Made a defender miss. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the Lobos come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Offense gets set for 2nd down. On the move. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Lobos pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give to the back. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, New Mexico! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. New Mexico State lines up quickly. They'll try to run for it. Oh, what a move. There he goes. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Gomez. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
4th down coming up.
Trying to do it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, running back gets to give.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep running. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Aggies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Got it back on 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on 4th and goal.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Pocket breaking down. Connection to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here's the handoff. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Almost had the completion, just missed it. And the Lobos will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Wide receiver going in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They go to the draw. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Hankerson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Right back to the well. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. The Lobos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a crease. It's Pouncey. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Lobos have it with a 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
New Mexico State will kick it away to open this third quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Rides the back on the option to give. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Punt is on its way. He'll return it from around the 50. And the returner will be dragged down. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking to fire. Here's the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. New Mexico State will be forced to punt.
Now, a 4th down.
And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the lone running back. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. They'll go to the ground. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. The Lobos will try to pin them back with the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll do it himself. Got a 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
And they'll knock him down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll keep it himself. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. It's complete to the left. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. The lead is down to a field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. They'll keep it on the ground. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. And the Lobos come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They'll try the run.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense working from the pistol. They'll give it to the back. Makes a man miss. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Breaks into the open. The 10. Touchdown, Aggies. They take the lead with the 6.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to UCF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Lobos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to the ground with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Lobos getting set on 1st and 10. Going to the running game. Jukes his way for more. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Lobos look to keep this drive humming. The give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. And the Lobos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. The Lobos send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. The inside handoff. Got enough for the first down. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Give to the big fullback. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. That's caught. It's Smith. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Smith. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. The Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Handoff to the single back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Right on the money. Oh, what a caught. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Power football with the run. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Lobos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking for the corner on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Can't quite make the connection there, might have let him a little too much. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Lobos decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Gives it on the option. Runs through the tackle. At the 20, he's got space. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. They'll give it to him again. Makes a man miss. At the 40. Oh, he broke out another move. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. New Mexico State lines up quickly.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The option look. Now the pitch. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Powers through the defender. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the 1st down. To the ground with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. It's caught. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. They're now up by a touchdown at 20-13.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. He's got it on the right. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Handoff to the lone back. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Takes the handoff. It's Rudolph. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. It'll be a draw. Fighting off the defender. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, running back on the move. Plows through the defense.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
To the air on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. So now it's 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to fire. Working that wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.